Eevee is one of the most iconic, one of the most popular Pokemon in the franchise, and there aren't many Pokemon fans who don't like or even love Eevee, and with Umbreon being one of my personal favorites, I wanted to discuss the possibility of not one, but two new Eveelutions being added to the roster in Pokemon Winds and Waves. The speculation of a new Eveelution has been present amongst the fan base for some time, with the last added Eveelution being in Pokemon X and Y, which released in 2013. The discussion of a new Eveelution has bubbled recently in the Generation 9 era due to a painting that you can find in rival Nemona's house. The portrait hosts two Eevee that appear to be playing in a field with clouds and mountains in the background, and some Pokemon fans have attached this image to the unveiling of a flying and rock type Eveelution. Though I'm not sure of the type specifics, I believe the possibility of two added Eveelutions is very probable. The original evolutions of Eevee unveiled in the Kanto region being Jolteon, Flareon, and Vaporeon, and with the Johto region came Umbreon and Espeon, a duo of Eveelutions. Hoenn region received no new Eveelution, and in Generation 4 came the addition of Leafeon and Glaceon, another duo of Eveelutions. Generation 5, Unova received no new Evolution. In Generation 6, in Kalos, not only did Pokemon unveil a new Eveelution, but it was also the poster for Pokemon's newest type, the Fairy type. And so up until that point, with the release of Pokemon X and Y in 2013, every new Eveelution was debuted as a duo, though the change could be attributed to the birth of the Fairy type. Due to the Terra leak of files from Pokemon archives, we know that the Pokemon Company did intend on producing a flying type Eveelution to go along with Sun and Moon 2. You know what I'm saying? To go along with Sun and Moon, just as they released X and Y, Sylveon with the Fairy type, but later they scrapped that idea due to the design conflict, right? So up until this point in April of 2026, for the last 3 generations of Pokemon, the franchise has ceased Eveelution development. And with Pokemon Winds and Waves set to release in 2027, fans are hopeful that the portrait in Nemona's house was hinting towards a flying and rock type Eveelution, or any Eveelution of that matter. As for myself, I wouldn't mind Eevee getting some love this generation. I think a flying type Eevee could be really interesting competitively, and if they were to be creative with the design and actually try to make a cool Pokemon, then it could be super fire. And I feel the same with the rock type Eveelution. The rock type is an underrated jewel in my opinion, and we've got some really cool rock type Pokemon out there. I had an idea for a concept where, for the rock type Eevee, the whole body is made out of boulders, the head is its own boulder, and then the body could be made of 3 boulders, and the limbs made of stone. So I just had a concept like that, but I know some Pokemon fans want to see a poison type Eveelution. My personal favorite type is dragon, so of course I would love to see a dragon type Eveelution, but with the speculation of a new type like sound type or the light type, Pokemon could produce a new Eveelution to bolster that type, as we saw with Sylveon and the Fairy type in Pokemon X and Y, y'all. So I want to know what type Eveelution would you all like to see the most, or would you rather see it paired with a new type? And I'm gonna holla at y'all next time, y'all. Peace.